His left pivot now, I call it a left pivot because he's a right-handed kid. It's really the first pivot is what it should probably be called. There's a lot of the traditional stuff that everybody does, we do right here. Let me talk first about his body position and what we got going on in this ring. Go ahead and back up a little bit, Tanner. In these rings, these are painted on our weight room floor. This white line right here is going to be the out of bounds line for the circle. The inside line is for a shot. The outside is for a disc because they're different widths. The orange is the toe board. This blue line down the middle we use for gliders. These green ones we use for rotators. And why we have this arranged the way it is, we kind of call this a backwards 7. So if you're a right-handed kid, what we'll do is we'll tell them you need to put your rotating toe on the corner of the 7. It's a backward shaped 7, and then run down that line. If they're a left-handed kid, we use the other one. Obviously, my right-handed kids are wearing out the backwards 7. My lefties aren't because I don't have very many lefties. Come on back in here, Tanner. So we'll put him in the 7 and put his left toe where it needs to be to rotate. That just gives him a visual. When I do that, I don't really care where they put the right foot. As long as they're comfortable, I'm happy. And so what we're going to do now is we're just going to do 90s, 180s, 270s, and 360s. So let's do a 90, just a quarter turn. Good. We'll do 4 of these consecutively, just working on coming around. Tanner does it instinctively. The first thing that he does is he gets his upper body set. This free arm is up for balance. It's going to be parallel to the ground. He's going to kind of get his weight on the rotating foot. There's a lot of variation right here. The more advanced guys you see on TV and other places, they tend to go from right to left and rock back into the left foot position. I don't really like my guys to do that because most of them can't. If they're not very good athletes, they sure can't. What I would like to see Tanner do is widen his feet just a little bit, put a little bit more weight on this rotating leg. You can tell him it's like a compass. Compass being the little thing you draw circles with, not the little instrument in the woods. Like this is going to be your post, the pointy thing. This is going to be your pencil. So let's go ahead and put the weight on the post because we don't want to break the pencil head. So when he does that, he shifts his weight to the left side. Everything looks great. Let's go 90s again, 4 of them. Keeping your upper body locked in place. His left side should move as a unit, and we're going to see that again here in a minute when we start talking about the full throw. What that means is his left arm is going to be connected to his left foot. So wherever this toe points, this arm should point. Okay, now let's go ahead and do 180s. Good, good. He does an awesome job of keeping that weight on the left side. Okay, one more time. That's pretty good. One of the things that, and I haven't gotten on him yet, but one of the things that we're going to see here in a minute is what his toe-to-toe distance is doing. We want that toe-to-toe distance to increase, not decrease throughout the throw, at least in this half of the throw. So when he takes off, let's go 180 again, we really want to see this right leg go out and around. Make a big toe-to-toe distance out and around. We'll stick a comb between his legs here in a minute and show you a drill with that. Now let's go 270. Good. Ooh, easy. One more time. 270, that's pretty good. This really represents the actual position of the throw. Go ahead and face the throw. This represents more the actual position. He's kind of starting to he over-rotated a little bit, but he's kind of starting to get around to running down this backward 7, which is where his body should be. Let's do that one more time. Toe-to-toe distance. Look at him. He already knew it. That's pretty good right there. I like that. His toes are coming right down the backward 7. His upper body is going to face the throw. Everything looks good. It's straight up and down. He's in a C position. He's got his weight more on the back foot. He's sliding into base. That's perfect. Can't be much better than that. All right, let's go to 360s. A 360 is not a realistic turn in the throw. You don't actually do that, of course, but we do some 360s for no reason except to get good at turning. So let's go ahead and start out on the backward 7, weight on the left foot, turn all the way through. This is pretty difficult, really. Tanner does a great job of that. That was excellent. One more time. See if you can do it again. This is pretty difficult, really, and this is a drill that if they can ever get good at this, the rest of it, a 270 becomes pretty simple, pretty easy. All right. All right, another thing we can do with the 270 is we can just set a cone out here. We've taken this and given him a little dot to aim at, and what we're going to do now is we're just going to talk about where his toe should come as he turns through the ring. So this is just called kick the cone drill, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and slow motion into a 180. We're going to try to get him here so that he can kick this kind of like a soccer-style kicker. We want to see the inside part of his shoe make contact with this dot right here. So what we're going to do is line him up again at the back of the circle. Go ahead and 270 and kick the cone. That's pretty good. He over-rotated a little bit because he didn't land on the line, and that's all right. He was trying to aim at the cone a little bit. I'm going to give you a little more distance. That's pretty good right there, actually. That's pretty good. And he's done a really good job of not over-kicking it right now. He's not kicking it across the weight room. He's just kind of bumping it as he comes through. Good. And I've stuck that out there pretty far to make him reach for it, again, to try to increase that toe-to-toe distance. As we kind of get better at doing that, we can give him something else to kind of rotate around. And it's going to just mentally make him think about getting that toe-to-toe distance larger. You can put the cone there. Go ahead and set up again. Or you can put it here, and this is a pretty good spot for it. This is probably my favorite spot for it because now he really has to get out and around the cone. Good, good. All right. Next drill we'll do is called a giant step. We'll just do a 270. We'll pause, we'll check our body position, and then we'll do a step and turn, which is one that we did a minute ago. Good. That's perfect. Feet are in perfect spot. He's sliding into base, weight on the back foot, upper body faces the throw. Now let's go ahead and let's rock forward into the power position. Good. And he could go ahead and he could throw out of that, or he could stop just like he just did and freeze and look at his body position. It was excellent. Let's do that one more time. Again, this is called a giant step. It's one of my favorite drills, 270 into a step and turn. Beautiful, beautiful. That looks great.